Right, we should be up and running. So.
Right, you have full control over the cameras.
Yeah. So
at the moment we are on the Maverick.
We should be.
We can see a crash eventually.
Par for the course, that, isn't it?
Of course.
I want to see how far behind this is with us, just so I can get that on the screen. So effectively, on the left-hand side, you can see where various people are, and that's good. That many. I bet it's Daz in the pub on this one.
No, none of them are actually.
That's right.
I'm disappointed he's going on a fucking date night rather than racing, but...
Date night?
That's what he's put on Facebook. Yeah, that's what he writes on Facebook.
Oh right, he's going out with her.
Oh yeah, he's not just going out on the piss, he's going out with her.
When you said date night, I thought, right, wife and a girlfriend, happy days. Not that I'm condoning extramarital activity for anyone who's watching this. Right.
No.
So I'm just going to... All I want to do is... That's one view that I won't use.
I hate chase cam.
Trackside...
The broadcast cameras on this are very good anyway, so it doesn't really phase me too much. It's just sometimes it can get a dodgy angle.
Some aren't bad, like trackside... It says on board, it's not on board, it's trackside. It's chase cam.
Yeah, but it's an on-board camera.
It's like, oh,
yeah. Don't take
it on. I'll tell you what, let's get that up there. Let's get that up there.
So you know how you... Oh, there it is. I was going to say, you said you'd have this track map up.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, everything that... my controller wasn't working because G's gone. He's died. It's like playing Asteroids back in the day and you press hyperspace and you turn up somewhere else. And you can come back in anyway, so...
yeah, you still got, what, 10 minutes?
Yeah. Didn't even have a one-place power beat.
You'll get one, though.
Before we get more than that, right, that's better. The controller wasn't working, because I was using the wheel previously, wasn't it? I was pressing buttons and nothing was happening. See, at the left-hand side here, see where it says pit next to Mav?
Yeah.
There's one. See up
next to Mark.
Yeah, there was like Robbie just had one then. But where it says pit, you'll see like a yellow exclamation mark, and when that comes up, you've got two people close to one another. So what I should be able to do, if I can do it dexterously enough, is to just jump to that person.
Right.
And then I've got to press another button before I go to the things on the bottom. Which if I forget to do, I'm pressing it and nothing happens.
So do we have control over looking like round the car while we're in that view?
Not as such.
Move the stick and move around.
No. It'd be brilliant if you could, because if you had people side by side. What I tend to do, about the only time, obviously, depending where the angles are, I use these like this. I mean, for anyone watching, you're getting a bit of a tutorial here. So payments and.
That's only because I'm a dumbass and I don't know what I'm doing. Normally I'd be racing, but I was forced to take my rig down, so I couldn't. And the RS dash is not working.
Yeah.
Who died? Was that,
no, it was Bruce Lee Harding just doing a bit of drifting, which was rather impromptu, shall we say, for want of better words. Oh, there's Robbie doing what Robbie does really well.
Sitting in the pits doing nothing.
Going to be cursing us to the end of the earth, but
never
tough.
failed to disappoint me, Robbie.
He's a good lad, really.
In fact, that's a lie. You disappoint me every time you turn up.
He's having a cup of tea. Here's the leg in his nice green smocked Lambo.
Do you know, it's actually exactly the same colour as my motor.
Yeah.
It is bright green.
I mean, that's like a colour that, well, yeah. I can't say I'd choose that.
See, green lights in racing, that's what we want. We want more green.
Absolutely. I mean, oh, G's back. I think. Yeah, I mean, you could have...
Half a second. Matty up at top. That early. Wow.
Yeah, 42. No, he's like you say, I mean, obviously I know Matt's been here before as well. I've raced with Matt for quite some time. He's a pretty proficient boy when he's on it. And to be honest, having had 3 bottles of wine yesterday... Yeah, having had 3 bottles of wine yesterday, it wouldn't surprise me if he's really concentrating tonight and he goes out and wins. That would not surprise me in the slightest.
Could cause him a few issues.
To get some
legs probably off his nut as well, so Matthew's probably been smoking by now.
Yeah, in good company.
Pony's Dutch, so he'll be stoned.
Oh yeah, goes without saying. I think they come out the womb, don't they? And just the first thing they do is don't give them a bottle of milk, they give them a spliff.
Exactly, the first thing they do, they walk out of their mum's, you know what, and spark up.
Yes. They walk out of her lady garden and start watering the plants.
Lady garden.
Oh dear God, there is worse.
G's just left the session again. I think we're going to be a man down.
What, and G as well?
We're going to be a man down here. I've had about 6 cans, so watching. Oh dear.
That's
at least we
okay.
can't slag him off.
You probably need that to watch this.
Oh no, watch me flow up, you know, it's not in one of the review in the lobby.
Yeah, I've only just put it on, so I always have it on. I always mute it. It's just so I can view it. That's okay. It's not. Mine is not that far behind. It's literally.
So legs going about 2 seconds quicker at the minute. So that's going to take him up 2 places maybe.
So he is. Is he looking for something that began with L, or he has a the in front of his name?
He has a the.
Yes. Not a legacy, it is the legacy.
He has gone 2.2 seconds quicker and gone up to 7.
Ooh, and Super Ford's taken over at the top with a 42.1.
He took over a long time ago at the top, you just weren't paying attention.
No, I just want to watch it. Now he's gone into the pits.
Let's have a look at another car. I want to see if Tony will spin.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
How perfect was that?
Jump to Pony just as he's going off track.
I know it's probably not etiquette to like take the piss out of people. That was brilliant. That was stunning. You just couldn't have scripted that better, could you?
Wow. Sorry, I'm in a little bit of shock here. My wife is just, you know, she's got the TV to herself. She can watch whatever she likes. She's just putting Star Wars on.
Oh my God. As in original 1977?
No, unfortunately, it's the latest piece of shit they've just released. Last Jedi.
I think I only watched the first 3. I don't think I watched any of the...
No, the new... Well, when they've done The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi's wank, Rogue One's wank.
It all ended up being like prequels, didn't it?
The new Solo standalone is very good, I do like that.
Yeah, I suppose you get to do whatever they want with that, don't they? Because again, it's a prequel, isn't it? So...
Yeah, they don't have to worry about doing anything like that.
No, that's true. So Neil's going to go out in 3rd. I'd say it's a bit more spread than I thought it would be.
Do you know, like, Lewis said to me earlier today, can you give me a shout out when you're streaming to me? Yeah, okay, I'll do that. He ain't even there, so he ain't getting a shout out.
That's just not good.
Because he's just got into this streaming game on Twitch. It's the one I was watching earlier today.
Yeah, if you say you're going to be here, be here.
Yeah.
B Square will be there. So what we got?
I can't upset him too much. He's helping me move next week.
Yeah, just like it up afterwards.
So Neil's managed to drag his fat arse to 42.8 got to 3rd place, which is a decent qualifying for him. He'll be really happy with that.
He's done better than that, though. He did better than that.
Yeah, only by a few tenths though, but he's been struggling lately with form. He's not been...
yeah, he's not been where he wants to be. Yeah, he's not been where he wants to be, but he's starting to put a few things together lately, so I
think what he needs more than anything is just the consistency. He needs the the good qualifying results and the good race results. That's all he really wants.
Yeah, he's putting the races together.
He'll get the confidence back.
He got a bit of wobble then.
That's close.
Yeah, he did get a bit of wobble off that one, didn't he?
We should explain, although the little speedo in the bottom corner there says it has all the assists on, I know he doesn't have all the assists on.
No, I know. I think that's just a stock thing. It just shows everything up. It's interesting to see that he's carrying 53.7 litres of fuel, so I'm assuming he's going around in what he might consider his race fuel. What's that compared to the rest, I wonder? Super Ford 22.9, so he's not running the same, so in all fairness, that probably makes Neil's performance a bit better.
Oh, you want to do that? Okay.
Well,
I've just been told off because I've just been told off because she can't hear Star Wars and doesn't let her put subtitles on, so she can't watch that. So I said, oh, we'll watch it tomorrow. But no, I want to watch John Wick 2 tomorrow. Okay, that's fine. I fucking love that film, so.
Happy days. You know, there's a secret to a happy marriage.
Yes, buy her what she wants.
Exactly. I mean, it works for me, and I've been going since 1992, so there you go.
We've been married since 1992. I was born in 1991.
Can't fault that. So yeah, cool.
My wife was born in 1992, though.
Can't fault it. On that day, I was getting married. She's young enough to be my daughter.
Tomorrow, dear.
Isn't that weird? I could have got away with walking your wife down the aisle. I am old enough. As Matty does a 42. Still 42.2.
So even then, though, that gap is ridiculous between him and Ford.
Yeah, 34 thousandths of a second.
But even then, if you look down to JPH and Pony, there's only a tenth of a second there.
Yeah, no, I'm just surprised that. What are they in? What's Mav in? I don't know. It's hiding.
Mav's in an Audi. Yeah, JP is a Lambo, I believe.
Yeah. He's in the Lambo,
yeah.
G's in the Lambo, Neil's in the 650S.
Which is what I would have been running tonight had I got my rig together.
Yeah, I ran that yesterday. It's mental in the straights. It blows the Audi out of the water completely. But the Audi is much better at code red.
We've got a minute left. Put me on Robbie. I want to see if Robbie crashes in the last bit. So I can laugh at him.
By pushing it that bit more.
If I don't see Robin crash tonight, I'm going to be really disappointed.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Kick the tail out a little bit there.
Thing is, it is really.
He has had a crash by the looks of it.
It's really difficult to turn, man. This car on here. It really is hard to turn.
See, I never got round to trying it because I knew I'd be missing this week. I'm hoping that I'm going to be set up at least 50% of the way next week, so I can race next week.
Yeah, at least you can do something. It might not be perfect, but at least it's doable.
Yeah. All I need is the wheel up. Oh, that's a really slow corner, Robbie. I fell asleep there. Oh, G has gone ahead and snatched third. 42.2. So that's a tenth of a second between the top three. That's ridiculously tight qualifying.
Whoever's still out.
And Maverick as well, you were right. Maverick's put in another decent time, look. He was
really good last night. He was really good last night. If he can do that in a race...
It's good to see, because I've raced a Maverick for quite a few years now, and he's never really... It sounds horrible, but he hasn't really ever shown the improvement that he's made. I know he's made improvement, but he's never been converted.
And I think it's using that setup developer tool, which I've got, but I haven't really used yet. It proves it works.
I did try it for a little bit.
It's having the time, isn't it? That's the bottom line. It's having the time.
Exactly. You can
What's Robbie going to put in?
You can go on and set up.
Did Robbie improve?
No. To be fair, he did park up and have a cup of tea in one corner. So.
3 sugars. Is that just me, or is Neil trundling round there? I'm not sure.
This looks like Hannibal, dear.
It. I can see your TV. No.
As what?
I can't.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't think there's too much effort going into that one. So...
that's probably the AI driver now.
What we have
I can confirm RS Dash does not work for me.
It's not up then. I'll see if...
so we've got Ford on pole, followed by Matty and G rounding out the top 3. And we're gone.
Yay! And we're ready. We're down
Maverick,
into the 2
Pony
minutes.
and JPH in behind them. Robbie, Leg, and Bruce rounding out.
Should be quite interesting. This first corner is going to be.
Who's that at the back? Mark. Is that a red Lamborghini? That looks awful.
Yeah. Is it a Lambo?
That
yeah, it's a
looks
Lambo.
so bad.
Was it bouncing up and down then, or was that just me?
I think that's just connecting issues. Can you see this car there? This one. How awful does that look?
You can't have a red Lambo. You can have a yellow Lambo. It'd be it's
There
interesting.
isn't a yellow Lambo today. There's the orange.
Yeah, no one's gone for yellow Lambo, have they? That's quite interesting. So
I'm not surprised there's an orange one on the track though.
Yeah, which is another 30 laps of Dubai. My God, without being sick.
Is it a whole 30 laps? Is it really? Ouch.
Interesting to see though. You got the two Audis, and behind it you've got like a Lambo and a 650S. Off the straight, I expect the Lambo and the 650S to both go outside these two Audis.
The Lambo and the Audi are going to get the better launch.
Yeah, easily.
The 650 of Neil was going to get left standing here until he gets up to speed. Because remembering, of course, he hasn't got any traction control.
No, true, yeah.
Spin the wheels up.
But he's
going to get jumped from the cars behind him, and the cars ahead of him are going to run. So I reckon he's going to lose 2 positions here.
I don't know. It depends how much traction he does get. He might lose a bit.
Like Pony managed to jump JPH in the last little bit of qualifying. Now we must have missed that.
Snuck one in. Be interesting though, because of the way that the placings are here. So everyone ready to go.
Lights are on. We're sinking.
Yeah. Said the captain of the Titan. They're off. Oh, the Lambo got a bad start.
Awful start in there, wasn't it?
That was terrible. Thought he got away.
So Neil actually managed to gain the place and lost his poo.
Sneak inside. This will be interesting. First corner's always going to be like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And trying to watch everyone through this corner. I'm not fast enough. What did Leg do? Something happened to Leg. He wasn't last.
I think he just took it carefully for the first corner, which means used it.
At the moment, obviously, everyone's close together. I'm going to jump up here at the front for a minute. And we'll try and showcase everybody during the course of the race, not just the front guys, but it is quite interesting in the beginning when everyone's still. Again, I just try and get everyone going through corners as much as I can. Sorry if this makes you sick, guys, but at least you get to see everybody going through a corner.
My battery on my headset is dying. This is not a good time.
It's not happening for you, is it? It's not happening.
It's really not for me.
I'll see how it goes anyway. If it goes alright, then days. If you all of a sudden go very quiet, I know why.
I'm trying to unravel an extension lead and keep my eye on what's going on the track. Which is working very well because I've got that.
Early days are all still jockeying, obviously. Got Super Ford from CLTU, as you can see on there, with MGRG Taylor right behind him. I think we might take him here because CLTU took a bit of a wide there, and G's got the inside line, so yeah, I think he had to let him go there. To be honest, discretion was a better part of valor on that one. Matthews sat in behind him is sort of orange-ish, sort of almost like banana colour. Sounds a bit weird.
Hopefully the headset's not cracking in the ear now. The one thing is I've got a lead, a fucking wire going across my body and throwing in here.
It's like DIY bondage.
I really should have, it's nothing like DIY bondage. I really should have taken this before
That was a chicken, by the way. If anyone heard that, it's my mobile phone.
The chickens are our end, don't worry, you've not been invaded by chickens.
Yes, not yet. Might be a few cocks, but I'm not on about chickens.
Anyway,
this just gets worse. Yeah, meanwhile, back at range.
And it's like Matthews managed to claw his way back into this lead battle here.
We've got 40, who's got three quarters of a second-ish, just about.
Oh, Neil's managed to P2.
We'll stay with these guys. Let's see if we get the good views on the track side. See what I mean about the 650 in the straight? It's just got, oh, Matt was coming in, Matt's coming in, oh, there's a bit of a, oh, there's a bit of a, that was a bit of a menage a trois there. That was a proper menage a trois. This is a battle.
It was a pit stop for Matt himself, I believe. However, he's gone to the inside line.
This is what free. Oh, is he going to do it?
G's going to make the cut back though.
He's got it. He's got it. But he'll get walloped. Look at the speed difference here now. You look at that. That just, and the Lambo will do him as well. But he will corner way better. Oh! He's just. I think we just had
our first comment on the Twitch stream this evening from Main UK. Hey guys, I'm Legacy's buddy, tune in to see how he goes. Or how he does. Sorry, I shouldn't really know how to read. Cautious in turn 1, made me think of chickens. We should explain the chickens were definitely on our end and not being loaded by chickens.
So he comes to watch him, and where is he? Plumb bloody last.
Yeah, 8.5 seconds back after 3 laps.
But he's front 5. This is where your fight is. But I think there was a bit of a between NG and Super Ford. There was a bit of a touch earlier.
See, Poli's managed to drive his way back up there as well now. Andy's going to get the place off of Neil.
Yeah, he's got the run. Let's get in on that. Neil will get the run on this now. Watch him pull away now in the straight.
Oh, he will. It's ridiculously quickly in the straight.
Having driven it last night and been up alongside some of these guys tonight in the Audi, and I just absolutely murdered them in the straight. I got walloped in the corners.
Right, according to Fitz, thank you very much, Mr. Fitz, by the way, for letting us know. Microphones are very low on YouTube, and then the Twitch stream is much better for microphones.
Wow, that's interesting to know.
It's just because of the way that YouTube converts it. I know that stream is the preferred option because it isn't on YouTube, is it?
Yeah, YouTube was just there because it was there first, I suppose. I mean, Twitch would be better if that means that we end up setting up a GLSR Twitch channel and doing it through Twitch.
We do have one. I just didn't know what the login details were, so that's why I'm on my own.
Well, we could always set up another one if we don't know what they are, I suppose, or if anyone's got them.
I think JP has got them.
Okay, we'll try and arrange that for next week then. We'll do it that way next week then.
The best thing I can suggest Fitz do is turn it up.
Because I'm just going to, I mean, it'll interfere with this a minute, so I'll do it quickly. But I know what he means. Yeah, I know what he means. I just did that really briefly on YouTube. If you turn it up loud, yeah, you can hear the voices, but the engines are way louder. So it's almost, yeah, it drowns it out. So I get what he's saying there, absolutely. But I don't think I want to alter the volumes if they're right for Twitch.
No, I mean, if they're perfect for Twitch, then I think we should leave them where they are and maybe migrate to Twitch.
Yeah. So if anyone's watching, and I know there's millions of you out there, then next week we'll be on Twitch and we'll put some threads crying out loud.
When you say millions, I currently have we have Fix on the screen. Hello, Mr. Fix.
Yay, Mr. Fix.
Skiving at work when he's sat in the jet engine, I'm sure.
Yeah, and
I've currently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people.
Can't fault it. We have octuplets.
I think you've got 2 on YouTube.
How many have we got on YouTube? 3 actually.
Is one of them me?
Probably. One of them might even be me.
It does just say 2 watching now, so whether that's me and you or not.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, you and me. Oh no, Pedro Carvalho's here. He said I'm here, sorry, couldn't make it. What couldn't you make? That's the question.
Message from Maine. I'm at max volume on Twitch. You can turn it up your end without it being an issue. Okay. I can turn the microphone up anyway. I know I can do that. That's easy for me to do.
Same here. But if I do it with mine, we'll lose the. I'll lose the visual if I do it with mine.
I've lost it very briefly. I'm wondering what is too low. Mate, could you tell me if it's the microphone volume? I have just adjusted it, or is it the gain volume? If it's the gain volume, I can adjust that in the headset.
Yeah. And whose volume on the mic is it? Is that both of us sounding across on the mic, or is that just one of us? If you say number 2, that's me. If you say number 1, that's him.
You can just type it in the chat.
This is true. Oh, right, it is. Pedro is Tango.
Pedro is Tango, yes. Pedro
Yay!
Tango.
Can't fault it. That's Carvalho, that's a proper Portuguese name, that, isn't it? You should play for Portugal with that surname.
Is he posted on the...
on YouTube.
On YouTube. Oh, apparently it's both the game and the volume. Oh, okay, now that's interesting.
We can maybe try and play with that then. That might be... I might have to run some tests before next week. I can run some tests and stick them up on there, and then we can be
Well, I
viewed.
think I've just turned the cars up on my end. I don't know if that's going to make any difference to the stream.
In the meantime, we're into lap 6, so we're 20% of the way through. Yes, honestly, I did get a maths O level. And if you want to know what O levels are, kids, what qualifications, it used to be difficult. Said with no sarcasm at all. Good health, by the way. Oh dear. So we've got G, who's managed to get in front of Superford, and unfortunately, while we were tossing around with the sound, we missed it. But sorry about that. That's your claim to fame, G, and we missed it, mate. But we'll get you when you crash, don't worry.
To be fair, he didn't get his grid penalty, did he? So he's bound to lose a position somewhere.
Yeah, there's something got to happen. In the meantime, Matt, they're all quite close, aren't they? The top 3.
And Robbie's managed to drag his fat arse into 4th.
Yeah, he's 4th. Neil's into 5th, being chased down by Poli, who's just gone really wide. JPH has got the inside lane. He's got to take it here, has he?
But no, he's not, because Poli's got the inside for the next one. There you go.
Yeah, he's got the traction into that one. But he'll get...
Poli will hold that off. He'll defend going into the last one. However, there is about 3 lines you can take through this last corner, so that'll be an interesting one to battle for.
Well, in my case, it's about 20. So I like it sometimes like this. If you're chasing somebody, I like this as a view. Although if you've got 2 or 3 cars, then that's about the only time I'll really use roof cam, because you do get a good view sometimes. It's not my ideal choice.
It's a shame it doesn't show you the gears, like on the dashboard.
I know. That's why I also put up the... Obviously for the other views, I get the speed arrow. It keeps disappearing, if you notice. So I've got to put it up again.
I didn't notice it, but I do now.
Which is really annoying. Because that's why I like to have it up there, because you can see what's what. Now while they're passing, I would try and change that to...
Is he going to get this pass? He's going to get it past.
Because the Audi's struggling. I think the Audi was struggling to take the corner.
The Audi struggles to turn in.
Yeah, he didn't brake in time, I don't think. In the meantime, we've got a little battle on going on at this level 6 and 7. That's the main battle that's out there at the moment, these two. Mav must have spun out because he's put himself into plumb last, which is a shame.
He has plummeted, isn't he?
Well, that's a pity, really, considering. But again, I know myself, it's all about. You can do one-off laps, and I've done one-off laps.
Oh, of course you can.
I mean, I'm 4th on the GLSR time trial this thing. Who would have thought that?
Yeah, but there's only 4 people that have put in a time.
No, there's 99 actually.
Yeah, but let's face it, not 99 individual people, 99 times.
Yeah, mostly done by people.
In the position, taking 30 on the inside of the last.
Yeah, it's not happening for me on my race. So what I do is, so you can't tell tyres. That's what I'd like to be able to see tyres. Because you'd be able to see...
Tyre temps around Dubai, they're normally a nightmare, but I don't know what the track temps are like. He's defended that inside line well.
Yeah, we just got a little punt up the bottom for that.
Don't know if there was contact there.
There was. I'm watching the replay. Yeah, he gets punted. He gets punted. Pity we can't put these replays up here, but hey, maybe one day we'll find a way. But,
so, for anyone who is interested in what we're talking about here, we've got obviously the TV's in front of us where we can see it, but then we're also watching the stream as well. So not only does it make me feel good because we've got one more viewer than we actually do, it means we get a slight delay, so we can convert and consult the action replay.
So we can tell you guys much more informative things than the other crap we've been listening to earlier. But in the meantime, let's have a look. Let's have a look at everybody. This is Maverick, who, unfortunately for him, doesn't seem to have been able to transport his decent qualifying and decent performance over the last few days in this car into the race. But there's still time. We're 8 laps in, just over 25% through, so he's got time, but at the moment he's lost a bit of ground.
Yeah, but then you say that, but one of the most consistent performers we have is Bruce, and he's currently sat in 9th, so...
I think he's got a penalty as well. That's why, for anyone that doesn't know, if there's a little red coloration over their number, that means they've got a penalty. The only thing is, it doesn't tell you what. And the only way you can find out... Yeah, no, the only way you can oh dear me. See, all subjects get covered here. It's like going down a pub, you get to hear all sorts, honestly. It's educational as well. So if you like racing, you like education and everything else, then this is the place to be. But yeah, unfortunately, no, it doesn't mean he's on the blob.
Fix has left the Twitch stream. How dare
that's just wrong. Does that mean he's actually going to do some work, or whether his boss has found him, he's just going to get sacked? Or whether a plane's just crashed or something by sending it down the wrong runway?
Oh, my childishness has taken a photo of me and put it on Facebook.
Can't fault it. I bet you can't take a photo of me and put it out on Facebook.
I wouldn't want to. Have you also seen the dodgy background you've got on that picture? As Daisy pointed that out.
Why, what's on the back of it?
She's watching Hannibal, and it's just at the point where Hannibal is slitting some girl's throat.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. They probably think
to which my cousin commented, "Are you watching Pornhub on the TV?"
Are you watching Pornhub? What? I'm watching some really bad BDSM, am I? No,
yes.
Not that I've ever watched that and don't know what it is, but I'm just guessing.
No, of course not. No idea what you're talking about.
No, that's it's only my wife that watches it. So in the meantime, we're with JPH. Well, actually, we're not. We're just looking at the tarmac that's in front of him, but we will look at him in a minute. Honest, if I can press the right buttons on this. I want to know, actually, here's a bit of education. Why is a cockpit so called? Is it for the obvious reason? Is it?
I'm not going to do it.
Because I was thinking, like, what do they call it if women drive? Is it a pussy pit? I don't know. I'm not saying the other word, but I really want to, but I'm not going to.
No.
It's just like a cockroach. What's a female called?
Is it like one of those radiator beds for the cats where you put them on the radiator, like a hammock type thing?
Yeah, that's a pussy pit, isn't it?
Pussy hammock. Pussy sling.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a female cockroach called a roach.
I think it's just called a cockroach, to be honest with you.
No, but that's not fair though, is it? That's like sexist, isn't it? In this day and age.
Let's not start with being politically correct now, shall we? Let's just skip this part of conversation.
Yeah. I was going to say cockroaches are black as well. We're not even going there.
Oh God, no! It does sound like we've taken a bit of a stroll down Conversation Street. Now I should add, I do not own the rights to that. It's completely owned by the Grand Tour and Amazon Prime. For God's sake, don't sue me for saying Conversation Street.
What, that actually does exist, is it?
Oh yeah, Conversation Street. That's the Grand Tour, mate.
Oh right. Oh yes, of course it is. Yes, of course it is. Having bought the game,
which is why I've had to say I do not own the rights to that. So please do not sue me.
Yes.
Oh, what's gone on with G? G's let off the throttle to let Superford back through.
Oh, he's back. He's back. Takes it.
I think he might have had a slow down there.
Is it? Yeah, well, either that or did he let him overtake him after give it back? Because that's just seems kind of out of...
I've no idea.
Matt and Robbie are having a little fight in the yellow perils. It's like
please let Robbie spin. Please let Robbie spin.
When he watches this, he'll be sending you messages saying, "How dare you?" or words like that.
He does that anyway. Oh, my controller's just died. Oh, God. So,
It's a good day for everything dying.
My stream is now going to have an overlay of please reconnect your controller.
Is that what it says in the side?
Jesus Christ. Honestly, you can't make this up, and I don't have a lead for it. I've packed the bloody thing. I do, but I'm using it at the moment for my headset, so...
Is it... It has to be charged all the time, does it? You'll be taking a lead from that to charge that, to charge that, to charge that.
Well, I've currently got one lead which charges my vape, my tablet, my PS4 controller and my headset. Because I've packed the rest of them.
That's multitasking. Definitely multitasking. The map's catching up a bit. No fairness to him. He's only 5 seconds down on Leg, who's just
got Bruce by the looks of it.
Yeah, there's not happening for Bruce in road cars, is it? Man, you don't like them, does it?
Just that car. I think it's more that car than anything. I don't think it's that he doesn't like them, because he can be very fast in them. I just don't think he likes that car.
Which is weird, because he's a decent vehicle.
But again, knowing what he's like, he can go the distance. He can go all the way to the end, not have to stop, not have to worry, and he'll still pick up places.
Yeah, he'll gain a few points, I would imagine. There's a few little private battles going on here. Everyone's spread out in twos, if you notice.
Yeah, Neil's sort of dropped away a little bit though, didn't he? It's a really strong early start where he got himself up into P2.
And he's under pressure
from
really
Mark now. He'll only drop down to 7th.
Well, I think he'd be disappointed not to get a podium, if I'm honest with you. I think that would have been what he would have been going for, I think.
Neil's always disappointed not to win. It doesn't matter if it's podium or not.
I think all things considered, I think he was feeling quite good of the way that things have gone lately. Things are starting to click back into place, but it might take a little more time. And these probably aren't the best cars to try doing it in anyway, in all fairness. It's so easy to lose them. You think you've got it, and then you don't. But Mark's certainly gaining on him, or he was until he just did that, whatever that was called. Probably late braking and locking up going into the corner. And then you've still got Tony.
But again, he's running on the pad, so it's easy to lock up.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's much more... You've got much less wiggle room with the pad, haven't you? In all fairness. So he's got a wheel. You see the difference? Taking a couple of weeks to get used to it, but then after that, it's all gravy, as they say.
Oh, I could easily have raced tonight on the pad, but it would have ended so badly it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, that would have been interesting. I know what my pad racing is like. It used to be better than my wheel racing once upon a time, but...
Yeah, so did mine.
It's what you use. It's what you get used to, isn't it? I mean, you've only got to look at someone like R2, who can like really be annoying because he can use both and just be like, ridiculously good on either, which is just not fair.
That's called natural talent, something which we do not possess.
Yes, that's just called not fair.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we've still got this battle.
Robbie has managed to get his position. He's up in P3. That's a shame, isn't it?
As Fixie would say, or Fix, if he prefers not to have the E, then he's up into third.
He's going to fucking hate you for that.
He will. He'll hate me for that. He'll call me. He'll probably call me an 88, which in other words is idiot. He'll hate me even more for that one. But that's okay. It's a song by...
That one looked like a tight battle. What was those two yellow ones? Was that Matty and Robbie?
Yeah. Ooh, they are tight. That's like a couple of bananas in the same... What do you call it? Is it a bunch of bananas?
No, it's a couple of bananas in the same boat, isn't it?
Yeah, banana boat. I don't know.
Is that politically correct or not?
Are we allowed to say anything anymore?
Oh, what, Dick? A couple of bananas in the same boat. Is that right or wrong? I don't know anymore.
No, this is true. I mean, it's got to be right. They're not on an ocean, are they? Or they're not in a boat as such like that, trying to get from one place to another illegally.
Anyway, I feel we have digressed a little bit here. The league battle has come down to under a second again now.
It is, and I think, which is interesting, that Superford's actually gaining on the Lambo.
Yeah, but again, they've swapped positions again. Because in the last couple of laps, Jim pulled over to let Ford back through.
And now he's catching back up again. I don't know whether they get to slipstream one another or they're bottling it a bit under pressure. It's a doubt.
Ford doesn't bottle it under pressure.
No,
I know that. I've raced Ford. He doesn't bottle it.
No, he's pretty ice cool, isn't he? To be honest, he is a freezer. Not that I'm trying to say he's big, but he's a well, he could be, but he's cool. And I think it's these two, but we're still not quite at the halfway stage yet.
Awful exit out of that corner.
I think it was slow-mo. Just watching it again. Yeah, it was a bit.
I'll be on slow-mo cam effect. Oh, yeah, okay.
It looked it. It did look it, didn't it? It just seemed really, really slow. But again, I'm looking. Tell you what's interesting. I don't know, we're half a second straight. So he should be pulling away now, but he's not. He's not sure. But I think
Ford's got the slipstream running, so.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah, he's near enough. But look at the difference in the quartering.
Oh yeah, that
Lambo's is
ridiculous.
And the straight is great, but then the Audi he'll be right on his backside now. Coming through here, I would have thought.
Oh, there it is. That's why. Right. Message from Main UK about the cockpit question. It was the coxswains, I hope I pronounced that correctly, stationed in old naval vessels.
That makes sense.
Down in the pit at the back where the rudder controls were. So there we go, that's what it is. A cockpit is because it was once called a coxswain.
Ooh. There we are.
Ooh, but Jim's going to have the inside line for that one then.
Is he going to pull out? Is he
going to
pull out? No, he's not going to give. Yeah, he's not. They're going to give ground here. None of them want to.
The Audi's got a much better run through there though.
He will have now. He will have now.
Oh my lord.
But the difference is
he like to be in either of those seats right now.
Yeah, I'd need a commode.
You need that anyway.
Yeah, this is true. But they don't do them for your mouth. Oh, he's got it back. But he just lost he had lost the wriggle there, and he'll lose it now. That's a good
unlucky. It's good racing though.
That's a good battle. Like we're 15 laps into 30, so we're exactly halfway. I think these two boys, barring any disasters, will be fighting nip and tuck all the way for the next 15 laps. So what are they carrying? This is right. So Drew's got 36.8 litres left. Fordy's got 40.4. So they're both staying out. Like, look at that. I would imagine.
Yeah, I think the two of these can get through. I think the only one that needed to pit was would have been the McLaren. But then, having said that, I'm sure Robbie said he needed to pit, and wasn't Robbie in the Audi, or was he in the McLaren?
Have a quick look.
Robbie's in the McLaren, so the McLaren's going to need to pit. He's got 30.7. He said he'd need to pit.
Matty will definitely need to pit.
Matty will definitely need to pit. Matty's going to need to pit in the next couple of laps, I think.
Yeah, I think he's probably. We'll give him some credit after the 3 bottles of wine. I think he might have just forgot to alter his fuel at the start of the race by the look of it. He's done that before. He has previous in that regard.
Well, looking at the time on the screen down the side, it looks like Bruce forgot to turn his car on tonight. He's 6 seconds down on leg now.
It's not happening for him at all, is it? Oh, he's running pits.
Is that an early pit stop? Is he doing that for fuel or for damage?
Fuel? He's only got 1.5 litres.
He's doing it for fuel. He's only got 1.5 litres left. Jesus Christ, the tank on that thing must be like a shot glass. But still, how gorgeous
he's
is
got
that car, look?
Oh, it is nice. I mean, I wouldn't mind it outside, I must admit. It would look nice. It looks quite nice in black.
The invisible pit crew are back. They're using good old traditional Metal Gear Solid stealth camouflage.
Yeah, or it's like Star Trek when they were being transported back onto the Enterprise. Beat me up, Scotty. Yeah, you see, there you go. It's Tango's saying it is a small tank.
Oh my God. He's just pulled away and
the pit crew was still
the fuel line was still attached. That's got to be dangerous, isn't it?
He must have killed somebody at least for that. He must have run out of their toes. It's okay, he's done a pit, but I think
that's now going to be him to the end. It's got to be.
Oh yeah, what's he got in?
We do actually have as a viewer on Twitch now, not only have we got Fix back, I think he's just flicking between the two streams, we have a very old name that I've not seen in a long time, Mr. Isaac. Good evening, sir. Alan. What a pleasure it is to see your name again, mate.
He's probably thinking, oh my god, they're here on Twitch. Oh wow, they've dragged us kicking and screaming into the 21st century.
I've not seen Isaac for a race with Isaac, seen Isaac's name even in a long time.
Is that IZAR?
No, IZA. He races with, I believe it's Wide Lines. I think that's where he's at now.
He'll soon tell us if we're wrong. I'm sure.
I would have thought so, depending on how much attention he's actually paying to the shit we're talking.
Yeah, so Neil's in the pits as well.
Oh, there we are. Beat me up, Scotty.
But he's still at 30.8, don't they? Look, it's the egg melt.
I think he's got, there's another one coming in as well. That's Maverick. Maverick's coming in as well. I'm pretty certain that pit crew's using the traditional Metal Gear Solid 1 stealth camouflage, because that looked exactly the same.
It looks like something out of Predator, doesn't it?
It does look like the very dodgy Predator stealth camouflage.
Yeah, what are you going to get next now? A bunch of guys running out with submachine guns and GPMGs and everything, and just like obliterate them.
You'll get some dodgy clicking from one of the blokes in the stands.
So that's one out.
I would do an impression, but that's just not going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, once it's public, mate, you ain't getting it back.
Which is why I'm not doing it. I'm not embarrassing myself on the first stream Twitch stream I'm going on.
I think you just managed it anyway, but don't worry.
Shut your mouth. No one realised. Fuck off.
In the meantime, out on track, we've got. Ooh, did he hit him then?
Contact. It looked like contact.
I know he was looking for a close
to check.
Yes. Oh, that's a side. That's it. He gets the corner, doesn't he?
They did. They did. It looks like.
that would have been a
Matty was staying to the right, stay out of the way. Robbie wasn't expecting it, went right to get the pass, and then didn't get back across to the left in time. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, he would have got right past him. In fairness, like I say, we had Matty third, fourth. That's going to be a little fight to the end. They've got a 15-second gap on Poli. That's really surprising me, Poli. It's just not. Again, he was doing like 142s last night. He was flying. Really flying. I don't think he did any bad laps at all last night, but it's quite surprising that he's not really doing it in the race. And his best lap in the race was 1:45.8. Well, that was his last lap. Not sure on here yet whether it shows me his best lap or whether that's the last lap. I think it's the last.
The last lap, because otherwise Bruce as fast as a 2:29, and that's just not possible.
Yeah, that's probably more like 1:09.
We've had JPH dart into the pits now as well. So there's like the cycle of pit stops has begun at around lap 15.
It's got to be. They're all got to be tyres then, because you've got loads of fuel. They must all be melting the tyres.
I think he's probably already taken fuel on and he's just getting damage repair.
Could be. If he's been in for a while, yeah.
He was in for a while there, he lost quite a few places as well.
Let's jump up here, they're getting closer again at the front. That's got to be pretty full on for these two.
Oh, that's Neil's lapped car at this point, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we got G, obviously.
Yeah, we got G and
then Super Ford's just about 1.1 second behind him.
Looks like G, Ford, Matty, Rob.
Yeah.
Army controller's gone again. Jesus Christ, I do apologise.
Yeah, we got G, Ford, Robbie, Matt. And Robbie's into third.
I want him to crash, and I want to see it so I can laugh at him later.
That's just mean and horrible, but funny. But
He's only got 5 litres of fuel left, though. He's going to have to go into the pits eventually.
Yeah, I'm assuming, I can't see for a minute. Oh, well, that's. I'm assuming his tyres are screwed. That's what I'm assuming.
I'm guessing they probably are, to be honest. 20 laps at Dubai in what looks like to be perfectly clear weather, it's going to be brutal.
The track temp's quite low, like 28 degrees.
I don't know, I can't see
it. It was 82, basically the track temp for the race was 82 degrees, so that's 28 centigrade, so that's, for Dubai, I would have thought that's pretty low normally. I would have thought it would be into the late 30s, 40s.
God knows. personally.
I just
So
know
let's
that
see if
normally it
Matt
cuts
is going
him.
to jump straight into the pits here.
Well, with 3.7 litres left, it's probably not enough for another
He'd be-
lap, is it?
Yeah, no, I reckon he should be alright for another lap.
Oh, yeah, sorry, what was it? Oh, no, it's...
Very late decision to jump into the pits there.
Woeful disregard for those poor cones. Where are you going, mate?
I don't think he knows where he's going.
Yeah, that's his 3 bottles of wine
There's
still kicking in. I reckon his head's gone. Still.
Yeah, his pickery haven't been beamed up yet, so he's alright. He's going to lose at least 3 positions here.
There we go. See, they look alright. His pit crew were fine until he got there, and then...
and then they move, and then Scotty just starts beating them up.
Yeah, and it's just like, whoa, there's like a parallel universe going on here. There's something weird. His car looks like it could do with a wash.
He's just doing the damage repair now, right?
Yeah, it looks pretty. I mean, if they've repaired that damage, they've done it quite badly. If I'm honest.
Well, to be fair, if Robbie hadn't tried cheating by shoving people out of the way, he probably would have been alright. However, now he does have clear track just to get his head down and get some decent laps in, so...
Where's Mav going?
Mav is chasing down...
JPH.
Is it JPH? Yeah.
And
I forgot I had the little bar at the top there, I can see.
Yeah, he's catching up on him, and he's 2 seconds behind. So he's gaining the ground. He's probably just lamenting the fact that he muffed it up when he did. Muffed it up.
But then you look at what Leg's doing now. All of a sudden, he was dead last. 10 laps
now he's
ago.
6. Yeah,
and now he's clawed his way up to 6th. But again, does he now need to pit as well?
This is true. 25 litres?
25 litres?
Might be alright.
10 laps to go? I don't know, it depends how thirsty the Lamo is.
Yeah, I know Mav was running about 2.87 litres a lap yesterday. Somebody else was running about 2.8, so... I can't see the Lambo.
Might be alright.
I can't see the Lambo being less thirsty. So we've got Rio in 9th. Close, I don't think he thought it would be. But
he's chasing Bruce down though. He's right up his bumper now.
Yes. Did wonder what you were going to say.
He's got him easily on the straight, which is strange because that Acura LSX has...
it's pretty good, isn't it?
It's actually hybrid, so it's, as you can see on the dial, it's got the electric boost as well.
Oh yes, of course. Oh, I didn't know that. We learn something new every day, don't we? It was getting away. So can you use that?
And that's the problem with it.
Can you use that?
I think it's got the electric there, but I think it's on automatically, yeah.
Ah, right. It's a pity that, because if you could use it when you want, that'd be cool. It's just like having that. Mav's getting in the back of JPH now. Fair play, that's
Then again, we have seen JPH go into the pits, we haven't seen Maverick go into the pits.
No. And what's Mav carrying? What's he got on there?
And I think you find Mav is actually on... I know he's on the same lap as JPH.
Yeah, it's like 2 seconds. Yes, he's got 32 litres left. JPH has got 38, obviously, since Matt went in and got some fuel, he needed it. Leg's got 22.
He should be okay.
Oh, 2.2 litres a lap. Seems a bit...
He should be alright.
I reckon he'll have to pit with about 2 laps to go. Mark's got 18, he's definitely going to have to pit. He's definitely going to have to pit.
Oh, without that.
That's a pity because he'd probably be quite happy being in 5th, but he'll probably get right back with that. But again, it's been consistent. 22 for Coley. Again, I'm not sure if that's good enough to last the race. Mr. Mighty Dane is on here. He said, "Evening, lads. You've finished murdering prostitutes in your truck now." Yeah. Not that I'm condoning any of that.
Drive a little bit, kill a prostitute. Drive a little bit, kill a prostitute. Did that get boring after a while, did it?
Yeah, that's true. But then, of course, there's then the police inquiries and taking him for questioning and being released without charge. That does happen a lot.
Oh yes, that is very true. there wasn't enough evidence on this.
And people sending in dubious tapes. People sending in dubious tapes with Geordie sounding accents to put people off.
I do feel we have spent the last 22 laps just talking shit.
It's great though. And people obviously want to listen to it. Do you want more shit, guys? Yay! What are you then? Dung beetles? That is great. Let me see.
I'm also just eating a refresher, so...
Mighty Dane...
I do apologise if you hear me chewing a refresher.
What? Oh, well, it's alright. I think Bill Clinton did a bit more with his fresher. No.
Easy.
Never proved in court though, I might add, so we'll just put that in as a disclaimer. Oh, Mr. Dane said you only talk shit. That's awful. And that's you, not me.
I know I only talk shit. Difference is I don't drive around running prostitutes in a truck.
No, this is true. He's done 1,181 miles tonight in a truck.
Instead of racing with a community you have co-found.
Yes.
That's
I think
right there.
I think you should have a word with yourself, Mr. Peg.
You should hang your prostitute. Sorry,
yes.
Oh, there was a moment for Bruce there as he crashed it.
No, he stayed.
He's managed to recover it.
I mean,
definitely lost a lot of pace though.
No, you're on a different level. Is that in a good way or a bad way? I don't know.
I can't see this chat. I'm going to have to go on my phone.
I mean, my poo is on a different level, honestly, it really is. You should see this stuff out. Anyway, enough about my intestinal workings. In the meantime, we still have an attempt at a fight at the first two placings. The way that this is all nicely spread out is that JPH, I don't think I've ever seen him do last in any race. That's a new one on me, but...
yeah, only through retirement, right?
I can't see him. I never remember that in terms of physical racecraft. He's just about to be lapped, I think. Well, there's a car behind him, so I'm assuming he's going to be lapping it.
No,
I was looking the wrong way. Yeah, sorry, I was looking the wrong way round there, wasn't I?
Well, the car behind JPH now would be G and Ford.
Yeah.
They are only one corner back, so it's possible.
Yeah, that might have been what I was seeing. Yeah, they are. Yeah.
But again, I mean, you had the best view last week of the Formula Renault. Everybody got lapped in that race.
That was just mad.
I finished second and got lapped. So,
yeah, but you were also last at one point, as was everybody else. I think at some point in that race.
I was last on the first lap.
That was just one of the weirdest races I have ever watched. I've got to be honest. The number of people.
It was good fun, though.
Oh, it was hilarious. Don't get me wrong, but it was weird. It was weird for many reasons. Oh, Mr. Dane said, "I'll race on a PlayStation again when iRacing can run it." Oh,
go away, you dozy pig.
Just think of the money you'd save.
I love iRacing as much as the next person, but
it's all about the money, isn't
it? It is. You have to put so much money into it to be able to have a good time, whereas this, you can pick it up, you can just do what you want, when you want to do it. Simple. Okay, this has cost me, Project Cars 2 has cost me 75 quid, because I bought the tip-top fucking edition, as you do.
But it's the best way to do it, knowing that you've got those things coming in at a later date.
Oh yeah. Yeah, knowing the DLC was coming, knowing that I'd get the use out of it, it's fine. If I pour that into iRacing,
that's your 3 weeks.
I wouldn't even get a year's membership.
And in the meantime, Mighty Dane put up, and I'll try and do my best impression here, but he went.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said.
Is that why he murders prostitutes? Is because they don't make that sound on request?
Yeah, probably. He's just laughing now. He just said, "Does it cost a lot?" Hell yeah. Is it worth it? Oh my god, yes. Yeah, I suppose it's
murdering prostitutes. How does that cost you a lot if you don't get caught?
Exactly. No, you just get your money back, don't you? But
of course you do. Good old GTA style.
Yes.
Pick up a prostitute, immediately get out of the car and murder her, then you get your money back plus more.
Yes, and the car. Which is even better. In the meantime,
Anyway,
Poli is trying to
again
catch up
gone
on
off track.
Mark.
So.
Poli's trying to catch up on Mark, and he will pass Mark because Mark's got 9 litres of fuel. So
Mark's got 9 litres of fuel on board with 5 laps to go.
mind you, Poli's only got 14.
Averaging, yeah, Poli should go all the way now though.
25 laps, yeah, if we're like 3 litres a lap, we'll be close, you know. We might be running on fumes toward the end. Might be on
Oh
fumes.
no, he won't have enough. If you're saying he's running on
13.7
averaging
now.
about 3 litres a lap, he's going to be needing 18 laps of fuel, so Poli might still have to duck into the pits here.
Yeah, because if we're at the end of, we're nearly at the end of lap 25, aren't we?
However, he does have a lap on 4 cars, so
yeah,
at worst he can lose 2 places, so... Well, that's what he would lose. He would lose 2 places because they're not that far behind.
that's disgusting, Mr. Dane. Oh, let's just jump forward because we're back in with a little battle here with Mr. Ford. Yeah, what was he in for?
3 litres fuel.
Yeah, didn't quite have enough. Oh, he's just missed his pit crew.
Oh, he's killed everybody. He has killed his stealth camouflage men. I reckon that's because he couldn't see them.
Yeah, you could see right through them.
Just fuel and damage, I would assume.
In the meantime, Mr. Dane said...
just fuel.
Yeah, Mr. Dane said, when it comes to Ladies of the Night, it's poke and run. Well, it's just a quick shove,
but poking them with a knife.
Yeah, that's just not condonable. In the meantime, we've got...
Ford has got through.
We've got paint swapping going on with 3.5 laps to go. Mark's gone in the pits now. He had to.
Yeah, I did see that. Robbie lost 1 place for the pit stop he had to take. But that's him to the end.
He's still on 5.
Oh, G's
gone in. Yeah, G's gone.
With only 4.5 litres on board, he had no choice there.
Yeah, no, he's.
However, he's got about half a lap's gap. He's got 42 seconds to Poli. He should still keep hold of P2.
Yeah,
so how's Ford doing on fuel? 11 for Poli. How's Ford doing? 7.
He's going to be close as well. I mean, he's on lap 27. He's only got 2, and well, he's got like best part of 3 laps. That's going to be tight.
If he's going to be tight. He can ease off. He can take his time. He can conserve his fuel.
He's going to need to.
Be okay
he's going to need to. He's going to need to lift off a lot, I think. But he's got a bit of time to spare. He's got tons of time to spare. Probably by the time G comes out. He's just coming out now.
G's just leaving now. Yeah, Poli's not even onto the start finish yet, so
it's worked out.
It's going to be a quiet end to the race for Ford and Poli, I think. For Ford and G, I think.
Yeah.
Although,
what's he doing?
Well
That's one of my turns. Can he just not brake? Do his brakes go there? Or is it too hot?
I'm not really sure.
Or his tyres just screwed? Could be. He's probably stayed out on the same set of tyres knowing Ford.
Oh, without a doubt. He likes to throw a curveball.
Yeah, he can win. Yes, Mr. Dane said he feels that he's leading this commentary into a weird place. Don't worry, we've been in plenty of weird places tonight. If you listen to
you can't lead us somewhere if you're not actually involved.
This is true. This is true, is it not?
So just going back onto the subject, looking down the leaderboard, we've got 9 seconds. JPH's gap in last place.
Yeah, he's struggling now with this, isn't he?
He does appear to, he's just drifting it now. He's not taking this seriously.
No, I don't think. I think from the position that he's in, I don't think it's worked for him somehow. Even there, it's not. As soon as he's putting the power down, his back end's going.
He's not taking this seriously. Nah. He's just out for a bit of a drifting session now, I think.
Yeah, I think he's thinking, I'm last, and then hey ho, that's how it is.
2 seconds between Robbie and Poli, though. That would be an interesting end.
Yeah, Maverick's trying to catch up on Bruce, but I don't think he'll. Poor O'Neill's not really worked out for him on it. Probably not played out the way he expected, although his lap times aren't bad.
His lap times are alright, but he's
the fastest man on this.
Back.
Believe it or not, the fastest man on the circuit right now is Maverick.
Is it really?
Yeah, 1:44.3. That is the fastest time of the last lap of everybody. 44.3. And just behind him is Neil with 44.4. is the second fastest person on track at this point in time. It's quite interesting. Matty Cakes next actually. Oh, Robbie's just put one in. Robbie's just the fastest on track now, 43.9.
43.9 and chasing down a podium. That could happen, you know.
Yeah, he's going for this, isn't he? He's got...
I hope he crashes. I really hope he crashes.
I wish I had a pound for every time you said that tonight. That'd be brilliant.
It's not that I don't like him, it's that I don't like him.
No, it's a love-hate relationship, isn't it? You just love to hate him.
Well, he never did send me and my wife our wedding gift, so...
Oh, that's mean. After he said he was going to send one.
Oh,
yes, of course, that was your...
I told him to send one.
Yeah, of course, that was going to be an all-expensive paid trip to the next next race.
Yes, it was, and he never sent us the tickets.
Oh, Super Ford's pitting. This is going to be interesting now.
I wasn't sure if he'd have to, you know.
I didn't think he'd have enough. I thought he didn't. I thought he wouldn't have enough. I think
that lead now.
I think he thought he had enough. See, looking on the track map now, he's still going to come out in front. This is going to be tight, man. This is going to be tight. Is he going to come out in front?
This is going to be really tight. This is going to be a last couple of lap sprint.
He's just passing him now. He's into second. But he's out. G's undercut. G's undercut worked. Yeah, whether he meant it to work is another thing, but it worked. In the meantime, Robbie's
meant it to work. You asked him if he meant any different. He meant that to work.
Yeah. So Robbie's third.
That's a shame.
That's a shame. Yeah, see, Polly's pitting.
Polly's pitting, legs.
He's got 4.9. Oh yeah, they're a lap. They don't need to though, because they're a lap behind.
No, they're not. They're on the lead lap.
Oh, they are now. Yeah, they are now. Sorry. Yeah, I tell a lie. I was thinking, yeah, if they allowed the lapping to happen, I'd hate to be doing that.
But no one likes to be lapped. That's just
no, it's not
soul
nice.
destroying it.
Yeah, it's horrible. Having it happen, it's not nice. It's actually gutting, unless you're being overtaken by an alien. Which
Pogie's gone out. Pogie's gone out of a full tank. I don't think you need that much fuel, Pogie. Jesus Christ, you've only got a lap left.
Yeah, he didn't intend to change, did he? That was not planned in any way, shape or form. In the meantime, let's go and have a look and see what these guys are doing.
2 seconds up down onto the last lap. Ford's got to pull something out of his backside.
I think Ford thought I think his strategy might have been, it'd be interesting to hear what he says, but I think his strategy might have been, hopefully get myself a bit of a lead, ease off a little bit, and kind of cruise it a bit in the middle laps. And I don't think he didn't have the chance because they were neck and neck.
Yeah.
For what, 2/3 of the race, pretty much?
It's like legs only just exiting, so he's actually been lapped in that pit stop and got down to 9th. Ow, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, it's not been a good race for him, is it?
It has been though, that's the thing. He went from last, dragged himself up to 6th, and has now been lapped and got down to 9th.
Been eventful. And there's quite a few people with penalties of the sort. Man's going to try and get himself up into 9th.
No, I think those red ones, I think that's the laps behind. I think that's the lapped cards.
No, that's a penalty. I'll show you now. If it fills up the screen when I put it in. When I put timings up,
I see. Yes.
10 second, 1 second, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 1 second. Some of those are going to, the 5 and the 10 are going to be pit speeding, I think. Oops. No.
Yeah, maybe.
Just came up saying, do I want to quit the session?
No,
not yet. Not when we're on the last lap. So let's get rid of that.
There we go.
And jump back in. If Mav gets to take that,
get back to the front.
He'd be doing alright there. We've got a 3-second gap between these two. I think G's.
Yeah, I think that's race sewn up for G now, isn't it?
He's got 5 litres. Super Ford just got 3.3. But I think that I definitely think Super Ford's idea was go out hard, maybe get a chance to fuel save a little bit in the middle laps or something like that, and then try and push hard if necessary toward the end.
Yeah, quite possibly, mate.
Because he wasn't far short. He would have got, I reckon he'd have got 3/4 away around the next lap. But then he would have gone. So Mr. Taylor takes the plaudits, followed by Mr. Ford. in second place. Is Robbie going to take third? Yeah, unless he crashes on this last corner.
I want him to crash.
Which doesn't look like it's going to happen.
I've not seen him crash tonight, I'm gutted.
I'm sure he'll try after. So that's the third place for Robbie on the podium. A fourth place for slightly drunken, disorderly Matt, who's now going to plough himself into one of the walls, because he will. I just knew he'd do that.
My licence points for that.
Yeah. But he's, that proves to you guys what 3 bottles of wine does. Even though it's the day before, it still has a lasting effect in your bloodstream. I think that's a really good 5th place for Mark. That's a stunning 5th place for Mark.
He's going to be really happy with that.
Yeah, I think he'd be chuffed to bits, because at one time he was well placed. Then he had to pit. He lost a load of places, so the pit stops played well. So yeah, that's by far and away Mark's best ever result. Has to be. So that's
when you
good.
consider the strength of the field as well, that is very impressive.
Yeah, I think you'd be happy as dare I say it, a pig in shit.
Right, so, and there we go.
Run down on that then. After you, go on, fire away.
No, you go ahead, mate. This is yours. I'm just here for the ride.
So Mr. Taylor takes the plaudits and the checkered flag, followed by on the podium Super Ford, 2 of them having a cracking battle for the first 20 laps. And Robbie taking the podium, unfortunately, in some people's views.
Very unfortunately.
Followed by 3 bottles of wine, Matt in 4th, so a pretty good performance. Stunning performance from Mark in 5th. Sir to you in 6th. Poley 7th. Bruce Lee Harding 8th. Maverick in 9th. Good recovery from him. Legacy in 10th. Real topsy-turvy race for him. And JPH, amazingly, from my perspective, in last place. And that was really well timed, Mav, because he just closed that off just as we got to the end of that. Anyway, if you've been watching, we've been interesting.
I wouldn't say we've been interesting. We've been slightly entertaining.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
Definitely not topical. We've been off topic the whole way round.
But it's all good fun. It's an audio-visual experience here at GLSR, so it's stimulating in every possible way. The only way it could ever be any better if you buy yourself a vibrator as well. But in the meantime, you're going to catch us on Twitch from now on. It's going to be much better. So until then,
we will maybe try and do both, but we'll have to look into the possibility of that. So
we'll have a look.
So we'll definitely be live on YouTube and Twitch again in future. So
look us up next Saturday night. This is the place to be. Enjoy yourself. Have a good weekend. Good night, guys. Oh, and I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, stop broadcasting.